Shopee connector. We're gonna wait for like a few minutes, waiting for everyone to join. Same as before, please say hello to us, tell us where you come from, and maybe as well what are like your expectation in regards to this webinar. Just to let you know, we're very excited to show you what is this new Shopee connector and also what is like the mission that we're trying to do, like what's our strategy right now. So stay tuned, it's going to be very interesting. All right. As well, regarding this Shopee, we'll explain a little bit what is it that you need to do in Odoo, but there is a bit of the process that needs to be done outside of Odoo. And that's where you need to be focused as well. Okay, but don't worry, I'm gonna guide you through that. And then I'll try to make it very easy. Right. All right, I've got the green light. Let's start. Okay, welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself. I think you know me already. My name is Jessica, and I'm the e-commerce expert at Odoo Hong Kong, and I cover basically everything related to website, e-commerce, and as well marketplace. So this is why I'm today here to show you around the new Odoo Shopee connector. Okay, and today we are going to talk about first a little introduction. I know that most of you probably already know Odoo, but it's good to have a little refresh, okay, and try to simplify a little bit the explanation about what is Odoo. And then we'll jump directly onto this new Shopee connector. What are like the new features and also what's the benefit for you? What's in it for you, okay? We'll do a demo. I'll try to make it easy. I'll have like to back and forth a little bit in between Odoo and then my Shopee seller account because I had to create a new Shopee shop just for the sake of this video. And then we'll have a little Q&A session. You don't have to wait for the Q&A session to start putting your question already in the chat, okay? And I have a team that will check the question and send it back to me in order to be able to address them at the end of the webinar. All right, so what is Odoo? Let's start with the basics. So Odoo is an all-in-one management software. It's user-friendly, customizable, but more than that, think about your best toolbox, okay? You probably already use like a lot of different tools or like Excel 5 for different service or different department in your company. Odoo centralize everything in one, and every sort of tool is an app, okay? So as you can see here, we have MailChimp. In Odoo, it's mass mailing, okay? We have the Google Calendar, where you can have a calendar and also some booking. We have an appointment app in Odoo as well. We could go a long time through all of this, but here is the best slide to show you exactly all of our best app. You can go from sales to website to operation to human resource as well. That's a big work when you have to do everything out, when you have to use multiple systems to handle like human resources. And as well, you have the productivity apps, the marketing apps, and finance apps. All right. To finish on that, Odoo is always, let's say, expanding. At the moment, we have 19 offices worldwide, and we have more than 30 million happy customers. Just to let you know, like in APAC, we have a presence in Hong Kong, Indonesia, and also Australia. Right, so we're not just here to talk about Odoo, but we're here to introduce a very exciting new features. Shopee connector. You asked for it for a few years already. We decided to do it. So what are the key benefits for that? So the first one, a pain point that we identify with in our clients is a complex management of multiple sales channels, okay? Imagine you have a Shopee store. Imagine you have an e-commerce, but also you do like B2B sales, so you need to create like some sort of quotation. Now in Odoo, it's possible to have your Shopee store synchronized with as well your sales, B2B sales, and also your e-commerce. Every single sales will be fetch packed in Odoo sales app, okay? So you can manage multiple as well Shopee store, okay? You don't need to have only one, okay? We can manage multiple one at the same time, and we'll have one single interface for you to really see the performance of each of these store. As you can see here, the screenshots highlighting the top sales team. I will show it to you. This is just a screenshot from the dashboard, Odoo dashboard that we have, where you can really analyze like sales performance based on sales channel. The second problem that we're trying to fix here is manual data entry and inconsistent information across platform. What we identified with our client that were already using Odoo is that they were putting their sales order back in Odoo, but manually, either manually or using like Excel format as well, which was very prone to lots of errors. Okay, so here with this synchronization, we fetch, like I said, the orders back in the sales app of Odoo. We centralize as well the product management. Okay, so we have Shopee product catalog that is synchronized with Odoo product catalog. I'll explain how to do that. We need to have the SKU product matching. Okay, and this in the end will help you like save time and ensure accuracy in your product management and sales. Third problem that we're trying to fix: limited scalability and efficiency during high volume periods. Okay, that's a big thing, and that's a big feedback we had to face as well. It's like, okay, I have this Shopee store. Right now, you're telling me to include all of the sales that I'm making on Shopee manually. I have 1,000 per day. How do I do that? Okay, right now you don't have to worry about this anymore. Okay, we capture that for you. Okay, we automate the order processing. This will help streamline order fulfillment workflow. I'll show you how as well you can mass update on Shopee that will have an impact as well on what we have on Odoo. Reduce again processing time and human error. Okay, it's all automated. Provide real-time order status updates to both systems. Okay, and then one last thing, it's about the inventory discrepancies and order management issue. Imagine you have your store on Shopee. You know that on Shopee you need to update the availability, how many products are available, but then you also have your stock on Odoo, probably because you have an e-commerce, or you also have like inventory to manage. Okay, so right now we do connect and we do push the stock that we have on Odoo back to Shopee, so that the product catalog matching that we have from Odoo to Shopee will always update the available quantity back to Shopee. One very last point is the fragmented customer data and sales data. What about having like a main dashboard where you can analyze probably your top products, okay, across all channels, probably your top Shopee channel as well? Is your Shopee store from Philippines performing better than your Shopee store from Indonesia? That's something you really would like to have a vision on, so that you can really make informed decision in regard to your business strategy. So to summarize it a little bit, what this connector is bringing on the table is a streamlined selling. Okay, we fetch the orders from Shopee to Odoo. It's effortless synchronization. Okay, you don't have to press a button to actually fetch those orders or to push back like your stock level back to Shopee. It's time and cost saving, and it helps you expand your reach. Okay, because if you think that right now you have one Shopee store Indonesia, but you're considering opening a second because you want to sell something different, like a different offer, or you also want to sell on the Philippine market. Why not having that? Because now it's all possible, and you don't have to think about hiring new resources to help you do that. You can do it directly using this Shopee connector. All right, I think it's enough talking, even for myself. So let's jump into the demo. I'm gonna go back straight to my Odoo database. Okay, as you can see here, nothing new. Our effort will be centralized in sales, and then I'll show you, like I said, the dashboard, and obviously I'll show you as well the inventory. Okay, so then what can I show you first? Here is, okay, let me all right, so where is my Shopee? Maybe I should start with this, because you don't see a Shopee connector here. At least I don't. Okay, so the first thing you'll have to do is to go to the app and look for it here. And obviously you need to click on install. All right, for the sake of this video, I did it already. Then back into the cells. As you can see, I already have lots of cells, but let's do that together. So here, the moment you synchronize, the moment you install the Shopee connector, then you're going to have this new section, okay, Shopee. You need to go to account. In accounts, you obviously need to click on new. Let's start doing it directly. So what I'm going to do is, because I know that my existing store is Indonesia. So here, the endpoint, we're probably going to rework that a little bit. The wording is not very precise. So Singapore will cover most of the APAC region, okay? And then China, Brazil will cover most of the South America, okay? So let's go Singapore. Now, and that's where you really need to focus, because now we need to get those credentials, partner ID and partner key. In order to get that, let me just jump onto the official Odoo documentation, and also my colleague will drop that documentation link into the chatter so that you guys can follow as well. In this documentation, okay, we have indicated what we need to do here, and especially in that part, okay, you need to go to Open Shopee platform, okay, Shopee Open platform. So I'm going to move to that platform right now, and I'm going to log in onto my account. So what is actually this Open Shopee platform? It's basically a developer platform when you need to get a validation from Shopee in order to create an app, in order to get the credential. Okay, it's basically the same sort of process that you would have to do with Outlook and Azure. Okay, if you're familiar with this. All right, so here, just to show you, I already did everything like that, and I already have my app list. Okay, something I would like to mention and to highlight here. We have as well, and we'll share this documentation with you. You need to make sure, going through all of those documentation here, that you meet the criteria in order to get validated by Shopee. This is very important, and as you can see, criteria can differ based on the country. All right, so going back to my developer Shopee Open platform, I'm going to go to my app list. And I'm going to get my credential. So I copy my partner ID, and then it's here. I'm going to copy my partner key right there. Save and authorize. And this is where I'm sort of creating a bridge. Okay. Here, like I said, I have an Indonesia shop. Okay, it's already linked. If it was not linked, I can link to other account if I had some. This is very important. You have a list of like ID, SG if it's Singapore, TW if it's Taiwan, and things like that. Okay, so here I'm selecting this one. I do validate this synchronization. And voila, this is my shop. As you can see, I'm back into my database, okay? What does that mean? It means that I created this bridge, okay? But now I still need to do a little bit of settings to make sure everything will work very smoothly, okay? Third thing is like, maybe I should rename my shop, okay? So let's start with this. Like I said, it's my ID Shopee shop, okay? Then, something that is very important. The last synchronization order date. This means since when would I like to recover the orders. And the orders that are going to be recovered, keep that in mind, are, and especially for the first synchronization, are the orders that are not yet fulfilled. Okay, still waiting for a shipment and things like that. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to select yesterday. Then I would like to synchronize with my inventory. I'll show you as well what I have in my Odoo database in terms of products. So that's important. Because maybe I do have a website sales team. Maybe I do have a B2B sales team or whatever. I would like as well to associate the Shopee shop with a default sales team so that every time I get an order, the default sales team is assigned to that sales order. Remember what we're trying to do as well, okay? It's like to have a complete overview of how well each sales channel are performing. So I'm going to do that. Let me check if I have everything. Hopla. Just going to save that, okay? And obviously, we have those buttons, okay? So for the sake of this video and because we don't have a lot of time, I'm going to press those buttons probably one by one, okay, to show you what's the impact. What I want to mention as well is that you won't have to press those buttons, okay? There is a mechanism behind it that we can parameter at regular frequency, okay? And for those that are a bit familiar with it, okay, we can go and check those things here. All right. So here, for example, I see it set on 60 minutes. Okay. So if I enable that and if I want the sync of the order to be a little bit more frequent, then I can just change this here. Take into account as well some performance thing. Okay. If you know that you're receiving 1,000 orders per day, give it some time, okay? Give it enough time for the system to recover the thing without being a little too clogged, all right? If you have issue with performance, you can always reach out to us as well. Going back to my account, going back to my shop, I'm gonna start synchronizing the order. I have 7 orders for Shopee item, okay? I don't wanna share with you what's in it already because I forgot to show you what is my Shopee shop, okay? I do have few products, okay? I do sell actually Odoo Scallop, which is an amazing business game, and I do sell Odoo merchandise, okay? Don't buy this is not true, all right? So this is my client interface, okay? But then me, as the seller, this is my seller Shopee. All right. And that's where I have the view of all my orders. Okay. As you can see here, I have 7 to ship. Okay. But I have 5 to process and 2 that are already processed. Okay. The difference in between to process and processed is that we already arranged a shipment for those 2. So here in that section are my orders. Then something that is crucial is the product catalog, okay? For existing clients, you don't want to have discrepancy or you don't want to have a difference in between your Shopee product catalog and your Odoo catalog, okay? You have to do a little bit of matching, okay? What is the matching link? The matching link is the SKU number, okay? SKU number on Shopee. On Odoo, it is the reference, okay? This is the matching link, all right? Something to help you a little bit understand how would that work, okay? What you are going to use is this, the mass function, all right? In this mass function, mass update, you have to select this sales info in order to generate, and I already did that, in order to generate the extract of your Shopee catalog. Okay, so let me, this one is the last one that I did. Here I have as well, I'm not going to open this here because I already prepared that here. So basically this is what you're going to get, okay? What is important is the product ID, product name obviously. Variation ID is especially important for variant, okay? That makes sense. In Odoo it is exactly the same. Parent SKU, SKU, all right? Once we have that, we'll have as well matching on Odoo, okay? This is our, let's say, Odoo catalog where I did a little, extract, okay? And this would be an import template where we actually will have to re-import that into the Shopee item section of our shop. Up here, okay? So that's the first thing you can do. But as you can see here, I didn't have to do that, okay? because what I did is like just to make sure that my product in Odoo, and especially their reference, internal reference, are actually matching, like I said, SKU reference in Shopee. Okay, and this is the end result. Okay, you can see that I have bottle of water, the scale up, I have the coat jacket medium, and I have the coat jacket large. And the synchronized inventory is already ticked by default because I decided to pick it here. All right, so that's for the Shopee item. Then moving on to my orders. Okay, so this is all the orders that I received here. And I can check, for example, all of those orders that I recover and that the products are here. Something that could happen if the product matching is made wrong is that we could have like a wrong correspondence, like a wrong matching here. But more than that, we could have Shopee item as like a generic product. It's not too critical because you still can change it. But obviously, what we're trying to do here is to avoid you to do like a lot of manual things. Okay, so please be careful with the product matching. All right, so here, what we have in an order is basically the Shopee reference, Shopee price list could have, Shopee shop. Okay, fulfilled by merchant, and we have the delivery here of those two products. Okay, so here we have those 7 orders. Something that I want to do as well in my Shopee shop, going back to my orders, because now I have the orders in Odoo. Then the next step, the next thing that I should do is the delivery. What should I do? So here we'll have to still do that in Shopee. Maybe I'm going to zoom in. Hopla. So I'll have to do that in Shopee. Okay. So here in Shopee, I have this thing where shoot. Oh, we're not there anymore. Oh, let me check on all. Here, my ship. Okay, let me refresh a little bit. All right. Anyway, so just to explain here what I'm trying to do, normally by selecting this, I should have like all the four orders that I can select directly to arrange the pickup. Okay, but here it doesn't seem to propose that to me anymore. So what I'm gonna do, no problem, I'm gonna do that here. Okay, so don't worry, you don't have to do one by one. This is what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one by one here. So I have validation of my orders here, so that I'll want to show you what's the impact on Odoo. Boom. Okay, let's just do that. Going back to my up orders here, at a delivery level. Okay, so for example, we'll have, let's take the order, this one. Okay, let's take this order reference, this one. Sorry, yeah, that's here. Back in Odoo. It is this one. All right. So here I have the tag fulfilled by merchant. Okay. Something that will happen. You remember at the shop level as well. Okay. It is ID Shopee shop. We have this thing. Okay. Like I said, you won't have to do that manually. Okay. It's another mechanism, the same as I showed to you with the sync the order, that will do it for you. They'll do it for us to get back the shipping information directly from Shopee, okay, and then put them directly in Odoo. So now the shipping label are processing in Shopee, so we'll probably have some of them coming up very, very soon. So then delivery, okay. we have here a few of them, obviously, that are waiting, and I have the one that I just created today. Let's go and check if some of them already have up the Shopee label. As you can see, I have a Shopee label here. If I do check, it really looks like Shopee label, okay? And I do have the information regarding the carrier as well and the tracking reference, okay? So what's the best practice here, okay? Here, in order to have a optimized sort of process, what I would recommend is to use this mass ship option that obviously we could not use and show to you. Use the mass ship option, okay, so that you can select in one batch and generate all of those shipping labels. And then the Shopee connector will do it for you, okay? It will retrieve the shipping label, putting it into the delivery, into each of the delivery for you, okay, so that you can proceed to deliver the product to your clients. All right, something that I'm missing here is, what about the stock? Okay, first, as well, like I said, we have the stock management in Odoo. Okay, your warehouse is in Odoo. You know exactly what's the level of your stock in Odoo. All right, but then how do I connect that with Shopee? So as you can see here, again, I'm going back to my product catalog. And then I have my stock level here. So probably what you were doing until now is like, okay, I have this, and I'm just going to update the stock here, up, putting this. But then until now, that was not connected with Odoo, or probably not with any stock management system. Okay, so here, going back to my shop, because I enable the synchronized inventory option, okay, remember the option is here, and because as well, I decided to synchronize the inventory on all of those 4 products, you could decide yes or no, okay? This is possible as well, that you have some product where you don't want to share the shop, the stock level with Shopee, okay? So let's go and put maybe some Odoo scale up, okay, and check as well the unit, or maybe the bottle of water. I see I have 20 units. Okay, let's maybe put 50 up, and let's as well put or maybe like one of the jacket, this one, the small size, 60. Okay, now I'm gonna trigger the stock update manually. Up this button, synchronize the inventory, and then I'm just gonna go and check my products. As you can see, bottle of water 30, and then here I don't think, let me check again, I can't remember exactly how much I put. The small size, let's do Shopee seller. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that after, but yeah, tried it this morning. That was seamless. Sorry that I can really show that to you. So that's the purpose of synchronizing the inventory. Okay. If you really need a proof on that, just reach out to me. I'll show it to you later. So that's for the inventory part. Okay. So we fetch the order back in Odoo. We proceed to the delivery. And then what else? We probably want to do as well something with the accounting. What about like the matching? Because something that you may have noticed is, wait, in my Shopee order that I receive, I only have one product line. Okay, so you may be wondering, well, I know that Shopee, when creating an order, could add a shipping line, could add as well a promotion line and everything. The explanation why we only have one product line, it's easy, okay? It's easy for you. It's easy for the reconciliation level to happen at the accounting level, okay? So what you have to do here is to create the invoice, okay? To create the invoice, and as well, for the accounting purpose, it will be the same as what we do with the Amazon connector as well. You have to create a Shopee payment journal, okay? What to do with this Shopee payment journal? In Shopee, you probably know that you receive, okay, an income report every week or every day, depending on the amount of the orders that you receive, okay? It's either every week, every day, or probably every month, okay? This looks like this, okay? This is not real data, okay? I'm not going to import that, but this looks like that, okay? So this you have to put it into the Shopee payment as like bank statement, okay, to be able to then reconcile as well with like the customer invoice. And you could also compute all the Shopee fees into vendor bills, okay? That's what we have for the moment, because that's what we decided with our client that would be easier to do for the moment, okay? So sales order, delivery, accounting. Now let's move on to reporting, okay? Like I said, everything will be centralized into one unique dashboard. And this is probably what you want to see, okay? If you want to see how well your business is performing, this is where you should be able to look, okay? In this section, sales performance, okay? Like I said, and this is the main reason why we have sales team on the Shopee shop, okay? If I want to see what my Indonesia Shopee team did, this is what I'm gonna have, okay? 16 orders, 604K, and blah blah blah, okay? So that's the thing here. And remember, on one of my first slides, okay, what I was showing you as well, it's here, okay? Omnichannel, okay? You want to see what's what's the performing channel, okay, that you have for your business, okay? This can go for sales team, but this can go as well for really different stream, okay? Can go for sales, can go for POS, but can go as well for e-commerce, okay? So that's where you're gonna have a look at it and have a better view on what's going on for your business, and to be able to make informed decision as well. All right. So I think we did the full 360 tour. I wish I could show you the inventory push. I'll try a bit later, but yeah. So keep in mind few things, okay? Shopee connector, it's supposed to expand your business. It's not supposed to replace, okay, one of your stream. It's not because you now want to move towards Shopee that you should completely forget about your e-commerce. All right, it's supposed to add, let's say, a new window to your house, okay, so that you are able to target a new market, okay, or to expand, okay. E-commerce could be more B2B. Shopee is normally more B2C. All right. Something else, your feedback matters, okay. Just to be very clear, this is an initial release, okay? You still see that we have few things to do manually, okay? And our intention is to simplify the whole process, okay? It is really part of a bigger like marketplace strategy. So what I would like to mention today is that your feedback matters, okay? We are very keen to hear what are your needs in regard to Shopee, but also like marketplace. Something else that is very important to mention is that you should start the open Shopee process now, or at least ASAP. If you really want to use this Shopee connector, you need to start right now, because this can take at least 3 weeks of validation, and it can be quite long, okay? So there is no need to wait some time here, and especially this is free, okay? We are not going to charge you anything else in regard to this Shopee business. It's ready to use. It's ready to use, and it's free, so you can have access to it right now. And something as well to mention, it starts from version 18 onwards, okay? Like I said, your feedback matters, but we already have few ideas on what to put next onto this Shopee connector. As you could see, the product matching is not yet like a seamless integration, okay? You still have to identify SKUs in your Shopee, identify SKUs number in your Odoo, and proceed to do the matching. What the direction we would like to take is to have actually a seamless integration. That's the first thing. The stock location, that's also something we would like to to provide better, because right now there is only one stock. Like, it would take all the products, all the stock level that you have on the same product, and push it to Shopee. Auto arrange shipment. You saw that the little thing that we could not do together as well was the mass arrange shipment in Shopee, so that we could generate the Shopee label back in Odoo. We like to have this automatic as well, so that you don't have to worry anymore to press button in Shopee. Basically, the vision is to remove a lot of interaction that you have to, a lot of manual action that you have to do on Shopee. And then as well, some feedback we had recently is how smaller Shopee accounts can connect to Shopee, can have access to this this connector when they are not a registered business and a mall, okay, and especially in certain country, okay. You will see all of this in the documentation. We are really thinking of it. We're thinking of you, and we'll get back to you on that as well, but we definitely want to put that on our list, okay, and more, and we're very keen to hear your feedback. I think that's it for me. So now we're going to move to the Q&A. So I'm going to open my tool to check the question. All right. All right. So, so we need to click the order sync. No. So you don't need to click any of those buttons, okay? The order sync is a synchronization that we have in the in the in the schedule action that I showed to you, okay? It's like a mechanism. It will start at a regular frequency, and for example, it will fetch the orders every 60 minutes, as what it was shown here. Who would be the source of truth for SKU reference, Odoo or Shopee? You have to do this matching manually, okay? So whatever you choose it to be the source of truth, it just had like the only requirement in order to not have Shopee global generic item is just to have the exact same reference in Odoo and in Shopee. Does Odoo totally manage the Shopee orders, or some major process will be triggered in Shopee? No, we don't. Does Odoo totally manage the Shopee orders? Okay, yeah, okay. So I think I answered this question in the demo. Okay, for now, we fetch the orders back in Shopee, back in Odoo. Okay, we take it from Shopee and put them in sales application back in Odoo. But then in Shopee, you still have to do the arrange shipment process, which is something we probably would like to improve for the version 2 of this Shopee connector. Does the label support all language, including Chinese? That's a question I cannot answer, but I'm happy to investigate maybe and get back to you. If you could leave us a contact details or reach out to me directly so that we could discuss. That's a good one. Does Shopee share info of buyers to Odoo? Yes. You have a setting to do on the app, okay? We didn't do that for ourselves, and also we do a lot of demo with this. But you can enable, disable this, okay? And obviously you'll have more information that will be fetched from Shopee to Odoo. How can we manage history order value per user on Odoo from Shopee source? How can we manage a story value? I think the way I understand is like, how can I have like a 360 view of like my customers? I think this works with Odoo. Okay, every time Shopee every time we'll fetch an order from Shopee to Odoo, we'll create a contact. Okay, obviously the more info we have on that contact, the better. But everything will be centralized the same way as you're already using Odoo. Okay, we have the contact app where you can see like a 360 view on your client, how much they spend, how frequently they buy, what are their main preference in terms of channel. So I would say this is a yes. Is this module only available on Odoo 18? Yes, 18 onwards. So meaning for now, 18, 18.1. How to manage process for selling kits products. Selling kit products, we haven't tried it yet. Okay, that's something we can try and get back to you later. Does the sync inventory check the whole inventory, or it can be done for a specific stock location? It's a very good question. For now, it's the whole inventory. Okay, the specific stock location will be version 2. Can the inventory sync real time? Okay, that's one of the main purposes. But as you can see, it works. You set up like the frequency. Okay, you set up the frequency, like I said. Maybe I can show again. It is in here, in the schedule action. Okay, in here, for example, sync inventory for now is set on every 30 minutes. Okay, like I said, you don't want the performance to be like the speed to be a bit low. Okay, so I would say to keep it like that for the beginning, but obviously if you really want to have like this mechanism to be a bit more frequent, you can change it here directly. Can we connect multiple Shopee accounts? Yes, you can connect multiple Shopee accounts, multiple Shopee shop. Should I create separate product and shop product on Odoo? No, you can, but this is not really the purpose. Okay, I think what you're trying to do here is to have, again, same for the customer, you really want to have a 360 view on your business. So I don't think having one Shopee product that is the same of the Odoo product, but where you don't actually link it, this is not what I would recommend anyway. How about the refund and return? Is it able to sync between Shopee and Odoo? This is not yet here. This is something you still have to do in Shopee. What kind of Shopee account is supported now? The Shopee account is the one that I showed to you in the Shopee developer documentation. I'll send it over again with my team so that you can really check the requirement, okay? But you really need to check per country. If we set product code in Odoo, can we connect product code Odoo or not? This is not yet an automatic process. There is no bridge in between here. How about pre-order item? Would it affect the inventory stock? In this case, on forecasting, we don't cover this yet. Can we set location for sync inventory? No, not yet. It's the global stock. How about the customer info? This I already replied. There is a setting in the Odoo, in the Shopee, Open Shopee app that you can set so that you get more information about the customer. Is there a test environment for this? A sandbox for Shopee and Odoo? You will have a sandbox on Shopee, okay? And if at some stage you really need to have like a test database of yours to really see how you can better synchronize it, we're happy to help as well here. Okay, can you summarize main plan for larger e-commerce strategy you mentioned in your last slide? I think that would be the last question. I'm happy to answer that. And I'm happy to take as well more question on Shopee on my email directly. Okay, we're really happy to help. We're really happy to get feedback and enthusiasm about this. So to answer the last question, what is the main strategy here? Shopee is one of the biggest player, I would say, in APAC, okay, when it comes to marketplace. But for a lot of clients, just having Shopee is probably not enough. Okay, so as you may know, one of the second big player as well is Lazada. Okay, and we're also thinking to push it a little bit more to maybe Tokopedia. We'll see what we have to do and what time we have on the roadmap. But this is where we're trying to really expand onto not only having e-commerce, but also opening the door to marketplace, because we know that now uh, business are a bit switching the strategy, okay, coming from like a real e-commerce sort of business to more marketplace. So that's the main strategy we have in mind. But again, always keen to receive more feedback, always keen to be in touch with you, because that's what we need to make the product even better. I think that's it for today. All right. We'll share with you my contact detail as well, so that we can get in touch. If you need help for the start of the Open Shopee, or if you need to ask me another question that I haven't been able to answer to you today. All right. Thank you so much for joining this Shopee webinar, and I'll see you soon.